Good morning. Yes, my no makeup friends. Here is the tip for today. It's about peace. Increasing the level of peace in your life by getting rid of irritants. And I think that I've got 3 quick steps, but I need to explain to you what I mean. For example, we go through our days, and I don't know what time of day it finally hits you, but you might notice that you're speaking short to other people, or you're kind of got a scowl on your face, or you're bearing down on your pencil. Just, that unsettled feeling, maybe. Like, oh, something's off. What's bothering me? Well, I've had that. Actually, let me share that with you. It started months and months and months ago, maybe even a year ago, coming to the gym and listening to my music on YouTube. I have a couple of albums that I really like. They're worship music, and they carry me through that first hour and a half of my day. Worship, calling me to worship the whole time. It's broken up by other things, but pretty much that's how my day starts, and I'm really happy about that. However, have you noticed when you're listening to things on YouTube or watching videos that there are ads that come in and last a certain length of time, interrupting whatever it is that you're watching or listening to? And I don't know, a few months ago, I guess, maybe a couple, YouTube announced that from now on, every piece of content was open to their choices of ads. And I've noticed recently that now they come not just 1, 2, 3, 4 throughout whatever, but they're piggybacking. So there might be one about Kit Kat candy bars, and then right after, maybe this isn't such a good match and it wouldn't happen this way, but something about diabetes medication or whatever. Anyway, so I would be working out and I would have my phone with me. I was looking for it, but I'm talking into it. So that I had it right with me, so that I could delete the ads or thumbs down the ads or skip the ads. Skip, not delete, whatever. So I didn't have to listen to them the whole time, however many there were. And just to let whoever's monitoring my likes and dislikes, they wouldn't think that I was really happy to get all that stuff about candy bars and so on. And so that's how it was, as I said, for months and months. I had my phone right with me, even though I had my AirPods on. I had to keep my phone with me because if I was overworking on a machine over there and an ad came on, I would have to run back across where I could leave it and turn it off. So I would carry my phone machine to machine, and then when it was time to walk, I would carry it in my belt in the back of my pants. No. The answer is no. After a while, I started to realize it was really getting to be irritating to me. It wasn't just, this was coming in, oh, well, I don't like it. I'll just, skip them. That's okay. No big deal. It was really getting to irritate me. And I didn't like the idea of carrying my phone right against the small of my back in the very place where my hip muscles are giving me trouble. That made no sense to me at all. And so I thought, I really need to take care of this. Now, the not so funny part is the 2 albums that I listened to on YouTube, I own them. And so off and on over all those months, I would think to myself, I need to figure out a way to get those albums right on my phone. Then I won't have to deal with this. Plus, some days when YouTube didn't respond because something was going on or whatever, just technology annoyance. I didn't put my albums right on my phone. Well, that didn't ever appear because I live a busy life, and the time I thought about it was when I was at the gym. The sort of thing like, well, when it's raining, You can't fix the hole in your roof. You just put a bucket under it. And then when the sun comes out, you empty the bucket, and who remembers? And it's a sunny day, and I have other things to do for all that time. Embarrassing to admit. Embarrassing. Well, then, finally, 2 weeks ago, I said, Sandra, this is enough. And I had to go to the iStore in Greenville. So there's a little shout out for them to see. I had mentioned, I don't know, a month before or two. Yeah, last year. I had said, is it possible to actually get these albums on my phone? And they said, oh, yeah, so and so and so. And I said, well, I don't have this. And can I come for help? Sure, come in when we're not busy. So I did. And, well, actually, the first time I went, I forgot to bring the albums. So there's the admission, the CDs. I left them home. So a couple of weeks ago, I went in and I took the CDs with me. And they said they had to rip them onto my laptop first. So I took my laptop. I had everything I needed. I thought, I forgot my document that shows my passwords, and I had to change my password. Anyway, doesn't matter. But I got in there, ripped them onto, with help, and very high speed, powerful, Wi-Fi, ripped them onto my laptop, and then simply dragged and dropped them over onto my phone. Like, what was the big deal? And now, when I'm working out, when I come in and I'm working out, I don't need to worry about carrying my phone machine to machine, or, oh, there it is again, another ad, quick, get it before it disappears. Or the ads that, have you noticed the ones where you can't shut them off? You can't skip them? Whatever. No more of that. I don't have any more of that. And it's just listening pleasure. And I get to go all the way through. I get to go all the way through the whole thing, my whole album. And it's wonderful. It goes almost all the way to the end by the time my workout is done. And then I can open it and then I pick up my phone and I go back to number 7 track, because I know from 7 to the end is exactly 30 minutes. And there it runs my walk. So I don't need to think about all that stuff again. Not only does that free my mind and my body, the irritation of, here comes an ad. Oh, it's this. I don't really want to hear it. So all of that is gone. It's not poking at my body and doing all of that. My mind doesn't have to quickly respond. My spirit is calmer because that stuff's not coming in, and I'm more energy and focus for my worship consistently. You get it? So my balance is more there after all that time. So there you have it. How does that work? Well, first of all, if you have those kinds of things in your life, be aware of them. Be aware of them. When you notice yourself being short or grinding your teeth, or, man, I wish this day was over. When it's like, what's going on in there? What is going on in there? And I did that while I was here. So becoming aware, ask the question, check it out. What the heck? And then there's probably a lot of irritants in your life. You may come up with 3 or 5 or 10 pretty quickly. But choose one that's obvious to you that you can do something about, and do, something practical. It may not be a lot of heavy work, emotional irritant, but whatever it is. So become aware. That's the first thing to do. Be alert, be aware. Number 2, evaluate and choose the one that will make a difference. That is, I don't want to say no work, because anytime we're making changes, there's some effort involved, right? But choose something. This really stood out, and it's made all the difference in my workout. There's other underlying things that irritant was bringing up, and that's not happening. I noticed that today. And then number 3, just take care of it. Just take care of it. Don't be like me and wait for months and months and months and even a year before you actually put some energy on, oh yeah, I did ask that question. I finally did ask the question, what would it take? And the answer was not all that much. And it still took me a couple of months to be able to actually make the time. It doesn't, in case you didn't notice, time doesn't just pop up for that stuff. You have to make the time. And then I went and took care of it. And now, the difference is wonderful. That probably means I'll move on to the next thing. But for now, I'm just enjoying it, celebrating. Okay, look, there's the tip and supporting evidence. So, have a great day.